That's the crazy shit. Okay, you want to print money to fund these wars? Fine. Why do we got to pay the interest on that? Why? Just give it away. Don't make us pay it. Give it away.
Yeah.
You want to fund the Ukraine? You want to fund Israel? I don't want anything to do with it. Just stop charging interest.
Cash Daddies. Cash Daddies. Cash Daddies. Cash Daddies.
Cash Daddies is for entertainment purposes only. You'd be an idiot to listen to anything these degenerates say. Invest at your own risk, do research, but seriously don't listen to these ass clowns. Now enjoy Cash Daddies.
Welcome to Cash Daddies. We're banking fatties. So many fatties. So many fatties. We're banking.
Fatties.
All right. Fatties. Welcome to the show. As always, we're in Carolina Blue. Johnny Woodard, and live from New York with his new hot show that the kids are all talking about. Howie, Dewey, degenerate gambler. I thought
degenerate gamblers.
I thought it was. But you're the gambling degenerate.
Yeah, I'm the head of them.
Okay, respect. .com. I have that domain. Whenever you want, you just tell me. It's yours.
We got it up on YouTube.
Happy belated birthday, buddy. Happy belated birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Howie. I didn't know it's your birthday.
75 years old.
Yeah, my girlfriend we were on like the 40th floor of some outdoor, I don't know what it was, man. Some rooftop. It was like 60 floors. I almost fell off. That wasn't cool.
That wasn't cool.
No, I backed up, little one of these and looked down and was like, wow, that would sucked.
That would have sucked, bro.
Yeah.
Sucky, me love you no more time.
Oh.
That
was a good one.
What I really love is how my picture is really nice. Johnny's picture is really nice. And Howie's picture looks like he has some kind of milk coating on his.
I got a green screen that I'm supposed to pick up today up at B&H. It's ready for me. I haven't had time to get out of here and pick it up. I just literally haven't.
I respect that. Johnny, is my picture too dark? Because I can't figure out how to make it lighter.
I think it looks good that way.
Okay, then that's all that really matters at the end of the day. Whatever Johnny wants, Johnny gets.
But that's a matter of taste. Some people don't like it as dark as that, but I think you look good.
I don't know how to make it lighter. This
you would just have to fiddle with the exposure.
I don't know where the exposure is.
Well, you'd have to take it off of auto. It's probably set on auto, and that'd just be a pain in the ass for you. So.
Yeah, it would. So I'm not going to do that.
You can also maybe do it. They might have an app. I'm not sure if. It's Panasonic, right? Panasonic might have a computer app that when you have it set up as a webcam, you can fuck with the exposure.
All right, fun facts.
There we go.
Guys, how was your week?
It's a good week, man. We crushed it. Today is Monday. And real quick, I lost your guys' view. I'm going to tell you right up. I can't see you.
You don't see us?
You know what? We wish we couldn't see you, but we can.
Okay, that's fine. I'll talk into a blank. That's okay.
That's okay. Weird.
It was a good week, and what we did it was kind of crazy on Friday. Things started hitting resistance levels, and we bought some UVIX. We bought some SQQQ, which means we're hoping the market goes down. We bought some puts on the QQQ, which is the NASDAQ. So we're hoping everything goes down. And what happens after the bell? Who was it? Moody's downgraded the U.S. debt. So we figured, holy shit, today, we should have a big down day. What happened?
Hold on, real quick. What does that mean? They downgrade the U.S. debt. What does that mean?
Well, there's 3 rating services. There's Fitch, there's Moody's, there's the S&P. And today, I believe it was Moody's, came out, actually Friday, came out and they downgraded the U.S. debt from a AAA positive to a AA. positive, which it's not a huge downgrade, but basically they're saying that the government, the Congress, both Republicans and Democrats, they really need to get their shit together and to come up with a solid budget, which helps to decrease this deficit, which our last three presidents have fucking just spent through the roof.
Yeah.
So that's the main reason. Moody, they're a separate entity which looks at every country, looks at their debt, looks at their bonds, and they looked at the U.S. and they said, you know what, you got interest rates going up right now. It's going to be harder for you to, pay off this debt, especially when what's the deadline, Johnny? Friday?
I believe so. Yeah, that's what I read. Yeah.
I mean, they don't have, this fucking new House Speaker, this poor guy is screwed too because nobody's listening to him. And it's both sides. It's just, this could be the biggest ass clownish Congress probably, maybe ever.
Of all time.
Yes. These guys are idiots, all of them. I'm sure not all of them. I'm sure there's a few.
No, they're all idiots, bro.
It's like,
never underestimate how stupid everybody is.
No, we're paying you. Just get your shit together, make some cuts, and let's get this thing done. And that they got downgraded. Not huge, to AA, which isn't big, but I thought with this happening, it would be a catalyst to kind of sink these markets a little bit today, which would have been beautiful. It did a little. I think we'll see more of it this week. We have big numbers tomorrow. The CPI, Consumer Price Index, comes out tomorrow. The experts say it's going to come in around 3.3% for October. That would be down from 3.7%, which was in September. That'll basically say that things are slowing down, and in the future, they may start to lower rates. That's what we want. If you see a number come in at 3.4, 3.5, 3.6, the markets are going to tank. That's just going to happen. But you got that tomorrow. Even more so, the big thing just drive me crazy. I almost went in and bought today, but I didn't because I think these markets will go lower. But I'm looking at Home Depot. Home Depot's got earnings tomorrow, and that's a big one because Home Depot that kind of encompasses everything, like, are people spending or do they need to spend? Is Home Depot still see solid quarters ahead or things slowing down? So that's going to be huge. A lot of big news tomorrow, going to move the market. So let's hope it drops a little bit.
Well, I just want to say that, I get all these Zillow ads for houses. And for the first time, a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom house in Thousand Oaks, which is an amazing area, was $700,000.
They're dropping.
I think you're looking at people going, they're saying this market is about to implode. I need to get out quickly. And I mean, $700,000. That's an insane number for basically Los Angeles. Thousand Oaks is more Ventura, but still, that's an insanely good area. 3-bedroom. Even if it's a dump, you could take $300,000, put in there, and you'd still be break even.
Yeah, I mean, we still don't have a lot of supply. Rates are high. I think they are going to come down, but I think we're going to see prices drop, man. I mean, in certain areas, I think in New York they're going to drop. They're still high. There's no supply. There's a ton of there still is demand, but I just see prices at some point will drop a little bit. And the bottom line is, even if they don't, if interest rates drop, houses will become more affordable. That's what we want. So I see them raising rates one more time, and that's it. But hopefully the CPI number comes in slow tomorrow, and that'll help everything. Good shit, man. The economy's in decent shape right now. People are still working. Wages are solid. I mean, it could be a lot worse. And, people ask, they say, well, what about all these geopolitical problems? Like, we got a war in Ukraine. There's a war in Israel. The market doesn't seem to give a shit, man. I mean, war's horrible. It's not good. Nobody
War
wants
is horrible, dude. War is horrible.
Nobody wants it. But, I don't have a say in what goes on. So, let's look. I still like oil and energy. I think that's going to go higher. The Middle East isn't going to calm down anytime soon. I mean, we're bombing some of these guys in Syria. So was it Syria? Yeah, Syria. So, you got to look at different sectors. Utilities are getting hammered. I kind of like that sector now. It's gotten just crushed. You got to put your money in things that you think can go up. But
Interesting.
it was good news. The 10-year Treasury was at 5%. That was not good. Now it's down to 4.65. Wouldn't surprise me if that goes up a little bit. We'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow's big. CPI number is going to be huge. So you got the S&P right around 4,400. That's a little bit of resistance. Could go a little higher, but I think from now until December, I think you got to get defensive. You got to stack dry powder, being things that pay nice dividends. Because it wouldn't surprise me if we see a little sell-off. You still got the S&P up 15% for the year, NASDAQ's up 32%. We could see a nice little sell-off here this week, and then the Patreon boys will bank again. So that's
Patreon boys go round the outside, round the outside.
We bank it.
Yes.
That's what we do.
I'm gonna start banking, guys. I decide. You just tell me what to buy, Howie, and I'll buy it.
That's what the show is every week.
Yeah, but I literally every time I do it, then it just goes wrong, and I feel bad that I cursed everybody.
No, you don't have to. Don't put a lot in. Just put a little bit in.
Don't go deep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't go deep. Don't go too deep.
Deploy your assets, in a surgical
Johnny
way.
Johnny picks and chooses. He sits back and bangs.
I had been in my my trading app for like 10 years now, and I over those 10 years I'm up 89%. That's pretty good, I have to say. Over that whole range of 10 years, we've doubled our money almost. So not bad.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So
got lucky with gold, like 10 years ago, and then sold it all, and then Howie's been making me that cheddar ever since. Did you see this story, Howie? This is kind of a sign of the times that Exxon plans now to become one of the biggest suppliers of lithium for EVs. That's kind of their plan for their future is to start mining lithium. Isn't that crazy? Or produce lithium?
Talk about the old
Exxon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
You talk about the old school boys, the old school. I mean, that's as old school as it gets. Those guys have been just banking fatties and polluting shit for hundreds.
Yeah, sure have.
Right in the ocean, right in the river. And you know what? I saw that today, and I'm like, look, these guys have to start changing, because at some point, not in our lifetime, but at some point, oil's going to be, they're not going to use it. I mean,
that's what it seems like, right? I don't know.
Yeah. At some point, there's going to be other forms of energy, whether it's hydrogen or, fucking grass, who knows? But
they did reveal a timeline for this. It says they aim to produce their first lithium by 2027 and ramp up the input to the equivalent of 1 million electric vehicles annually by 2030. That level of production would amount to about 100,000 tons per year, according to Exxon's low carbon solutions business president. So it's kind of interesting.
They're mining it right in the United States, correct?
Yeah, it's in southern Arkansas, and they extract metal from underground saltwater reservoirs is how they do it. They're using what they call a novel method called direct lithium extraction. It's never been deployed at scale though, so this is kind of an experiment in deploying this at scale. But they seem optimistic if they're talking about 100,000 tons per year eventually. So interesting, super interesting there.
Makes you wonder how much lithium is right at the bottom of the old U.S. I mean, you look at our country, and that's what kind of differentiates us from the rest of the world. We got a lot of resources. We got a lot of natural resources.
So many. We got all the resources. We don't need anybody else's shit, but we play this game. This is a game, dude. We don't need Saudi oil. We don't need anybody's oil. We have enough oil on our own, but we buy their oil because it just fuels out. It's the way the game plays. We have enough resources for everything.
Which I heard a couple days ago, Sam, tell me if you believe this, that Biden actually is pulling more oil out of the ground in the United States than any other president has, apparently.
Okay. A broken clock's right twice a day. I'm in.
He is.
I don't know if I believe that. Do you believe that?
We are definitely starting to pull it out in the last 2 years. I mean, why the hell not? You know, you can think if you want to look at everything, you can think, who was it? John Paul Getty? He was the guy who originally went over and said, let's get all our oils from the Saudis. So, you know, I think
that tracks. Yeah, that sounds about right.
I think he was the original. You know, said, nah, let's not get it here. Let's go to Saudi Arabia. Let's ship it. We can make money on the shipping. We can make money on the cheap labor. I mean, that guy was a sick son of a bitch, man. That's the guy.
Oh yeah,
his grandson got kidnapped, and he was like,
he was just like,
fuck.
yeah, keep him.
What? Who said that?
He didn't say keep him, but you know, he was
basically.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
Hey, these guys wanted like $1 million. He was worth like hundreds of millions. His grandkid was, you know, kidnapped, and what'd they do? They cut an ear off.
I can't remember. There's a movie about it. I can't remember though. But
he was like, yeah, I didn't like his mother. His father's a druggie. I didn't like his mom anyways. Fuck, you know.
Those are the Gettys of the Getty Center up there. So.
Yeah. That guy didn't give a shit, man. He just didn't. That was a brutal bastard. That guy.
Here's that story, by the way. Critics accuse President Joe Biden. This is from CNN, so it's written this way. Critics accuse President Joe Biden of waging war on the oil industry that is hurting consumers at the gas pump. And yet, on his watch, U.S. oil. This is a news story written this way, by the way. This is not an opinion piece. This is a news story. This is how they write news stories. And yet, on his watch, U.S. oil production is poised to shatter all-time records set during the Trump administration. U.S. oil output is now projected to rise to an average of 12.8 million barrels per day this year for the first time ever, according to federal estimates. So
let me ask you something.
They're pumping oil. There's no doubt.
So can you break that down? Like, what are they trying to say? He's hurting them by using them more?
No. This story is saying that critics, people, you know, who don't like Biden, are accusing him of not pulling enough domestic oil and causing gas prices to rise, when in fact he's getting more. He's producing more domestic oil.
They want more.
Well, no, they're not. They don't want anything. They just want to defend the president against his critics, is what they do, because they're CNN.
I love him.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's some bizarre shit, man. That is wild. But they are pumping oil here, and I mean, they should have been doing it years and years ago. I mean, that just tells you, man. Like fucking, you know, I don't like Biden, but this Trump, that lying bastard, man. We're talking about the deficit today, and that dude.
Whoa, buddy, what are you, a black wife of Bill Burr right now? What are you doing?
That guy spent so much money, though. Look, I'm more of a libertarian. I think these guys got to shut it down. Let's cut out some programs. We got to do something about this deficit. Stop spending. And fucking Trump, he was just writing checks 24/7. You might as well be liberal. I mean,
yeah, but dude, here's the whole thing with that is just like people just don't even realize that the real it's the military industrial complex. It's not these fucking programs, bro, that are destroying everything. It's us funding endless wars everywhere all the time, and then us have to pay the interest. Like, that's the crazy shit. Okay, you want to print money to fund these wars? Fine. Why do we gotta pay the interest on that? Why? Just give it away. Don't make us pay it. Give it away. Yeah. You want to fund the Ukraine? You want to fund Israel? I don't want anything to do with it. Just stop charging interest.
You know, it comes down to you gotta write your local congressman and find out.
And yeah.
But find out. Are you voting? I want to know if you're voting to send money to Ukraine or Israel. Which way are you voting? And just let me know, because if you're voting this way, we're voting you out. I mean, at some point here, it's gotta, you know, especially, I agree. Look, man, Israel, we have sent more money to them over the past 50 years, whatever, than anybody else in the country, in the world. We send more money, and it's not this year, it's every year. And it's like, listen, I'm not saying, and I had nothing against Israel, but why are we firing off mega trillions to you guys? Or Ukraine, or whoever.
Yeah, exactly. This is what I've been talking about on my other shows. Is that
I agree with you.
People are basically so comfortable in this country that they don't even care about what's going on. They have no clue about how our government works. And what's going on is that our centralized bank, which isn't even our centralized bank, but the centralized bank in charge of the United States, funds the military industrial complex around the world. And that's why they give us all this stuff. That's why I honestly believe if there is ever attack on the United States, it will be a sign that the power that has been running the world for the last couple hundred years, ever since maybe the 1500s, is no longer really the power anymore, because they will always keep this area, this thing, nice and comfortable. They'll slowly start to like diminish our standard of living and all that stuff. Not enough for us to get upset, but just enough to raise our anxiety. But overall, they'll let us always have our stuff because they don't want us paying attention that our centralized bank funds all the bad shit going on in the world. And they use our sons and daughters as basically stormtroopers for the giant international military industrial complex.
Did you see where one of the generals today said that our American soldiers have to be ready to go and die for Israel?
Shut up.
Yeah, I said that. It's just like they're just extreme whack jobs.
Yeah.
They're losing it. They're losing the narrative, and they're like, no. That's why nobody wants to join the military right now, because they're like, oh, we're not fighting for our freedoms. We're just here to curb stomp brown people and steal their resources.
The crazy part about the Israel thing is that they're both brown people. If you look at them when they're like lined up on the opposite sides,
are
of
they, Johnny?
Barriers,
getting into dangerous conversations,
Johnny?
Crazy. Dangerous.
He's right. There, you can't.
Welcome to dangerous conversations.
They look. I mean, they like to be all just cousins yelling at each other across the.
Or the Euros that are the Ashkenazis. Oh, that's a whole different conversation.
Yeah.
Go on.
I mean, it is. Look, man, we've been funding. We've been dropping bombs on brown countries. Since Nam, Korea.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes back, man. Korea is where it started, and then just bam.
We dropped the bomb on Korea, Nam. Nobody knows about that area.
Yeah.
Special place.
Wait, we dropped the bomb on Korea during Vietnam. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, we just went back and let them know. Don't even start thinking about doing anything. We'll drop a bomb on you again.
Again, wait. So you're saying we dropped the bomb on Korea at some point?
I'm saying during Vietnam, we just went back over to Korea and punched him in the face and said, hey, don't even think about anything, bro. We'll come back here again.
You don't want this smoke. Stay out of here.
Want this smoke.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of what we did to Syria the other day. We just went in, just took
three times now. 3 times.
Yeah, bam. Look, if you're thinking about getting crazy, we'll end this thing in 3 days.
Without any legal authorization to engage.
I think I think a lot of this kind of just being in the background and watching is we're seeing which weapons work and which don't. I mean, you know damn well that General Dynamics and Lockheed Martin, these guys are like, okay, we sent them those 5 years ago. Those drones don't seem to be working as well as that last year's model. That's what they're doing. They're checking out which bombs and weapons work and which don't. So
yeah, I wouldn't doubt that at all.
It's all about the cash. It's all about the money flow.
And it's also about the pipeline too.
Yeah.
Or the canal that Israel wants that nobody wants to talk about, that Johnny doesn't agree with.
You and that fucking canal. I'm sorry, man, but that ass clown that came out and tried to explain it, he was wrong on about 6 different statistics.
I loved it. Hey, Howie, I loved his earrings, though. He had great earrings.
Dude, he's like, the GDP it's the world's 12 to 15%. Like,
you are gay. Hey, guys, I want to talk to you about our good friend James McMahon at Copy My Crypto. Guys, we've seen so many people make ridiculous money from crypto, but did you know it's easy for you to do the same? That's right. The Copy My Crypto membership site shows you the coins that YouTuber James McMahon personally holds and allows you to copy them. It's like having a big brother who knows what he's doing. You don't need to know a thing about crypto or how to invest, as you simply do what he does. So let me tell you about James. He runs the Crypto with James YouTube channel, which, despite heavy censorship, has over 26,000 subscribers. Since March 2020, he's told his viewers to buy 26 crypto coins. Had you put $100 in each, it'd be well worth over $123,000.
Wow.
Of the 26 coins, his top pick coin called Phantom went up 692 times from when he said. That one call alone has retired a number of people, including guys in their 20s and 30s. Remember, this is public knowledge. You can go to YouTube and verify this yourself. So if you'd like to join the 2,800 members at Copy James, then stop what you're doing and head over to copymycrypto.com/Sam. That's copymycrypto.com/Sam. That's SAM. Okay. You'll not only find proof of everything I've said, but my listeners will get full access for just $1. Once again, that's copymycrypto.com/Sam. The recession is here. You can suffer like everyone else or choose to thrive. James is the real deal. Go visit the site now.
We've talked about Wegovy a lot and how you've mentioned that it could be a concern for the healthcare industry. Here's another reason. And I wouldn't be surprised after this, if this is true, that you should see them take this thing off the market. This is from Fox Business. Novo Nordisk's Wegovy reduces risk of serious heart problems by 20%, according to a study. Novo Nordisk's weight loss drug Wegovy can reduce the risk of serious heart problems such as heart attack, stroke, or death in certain patients by 20%, according to a study published in the New England Journal of Medicine. The study, funded by Novo Nordisk, keep that in mind, tested the effects of weekly Wegovy injection in adults who have cardiovascular disease and who are overweight or obese, but who do not have diabetes. The trial involved more than 17,600 adults who were tracked for over 3 years. The results showed that the drug reduced the risk of heart attacks in patients by 28%, strokes by 8%, and death from any cause, that's the big number, death from all causes, that's called all-cause mortality, by 19%, according to the study's author, Michael Linkoff.
It's good shit.
If that's true, which I have many reasons to doubt it, because it was anytime I see a study funded by the company that stands to benefit the most from the study being a success.
I totally agree,
I doubt
Johnny.
it.
Dude, who knows? I mean, all I know is Eli Lilly is killing it right now, and they have like a better weight loss drug than Ozempic. And Eli Lilly, that's a drug company that I'm kicking myself for not buying 2 years ago because I've always liked them. I have a little bit in my IRA. This stock 2 years ago, you could have bought it at 300. It's now at 610.
Wow.
You buy that versus Pfizer, which hasn't moved. And I'll tell you what, I'm not a fan of Pfizer anymore. I like Merck better. I like MRK. If I'm going to buy a pharmaceutical, I would buy Merck at $100 a share. Because I think Merck, with their drug pipeline, you might see them at 150 in a year or two. But here's the thing. Pfizer is getting into the weight loss business. But to me, look, man, they're too late. It sounds, they focused on a lot of other things, and the stock's not moving. I think it'll move up from here. It's probably a good buy at 30, but I like some of these other big companies like Merck better. I just like the company overall, but Eli Lilly, holy shit, that's just a juggernaut. I mean, they're crushing it. They're crushing big pharma. That's the one to buy. Well, you should have bought. I don't know how much higher it goes. But I think over the next few years, we're going to see some wild drugs coming out. Wild drugs.
Yeah, it sounds like
sure.
It, right? I mean, it's as they learn to tailor these things to specific effects, especially this. I mean, this weight loss thing is just it's funny how the people on the left are like, you can be healthy at any size, and now all of them are touting this drug as like, oh, it's a miracle. It's reducing. I mean, I saw this everywhere, especially on like left wing Twitter for whatever reason. This was touted everywhere as a great the possibilities of this for the future were just everywhere on left Twitter, and they're the first ones to say fat people are just as healthy as skinnies, and I mean, what does this do other than just make you skinny? So
can you imagine telling your friend or your kid or something, look, you're 150 pounds overweight, there's a reason everyone's calling you a fat fuck, but you know what, you can be healthy at your size. That's like if I had a kid with one leg. And he's like, Dad, do you think I could still play point guard in the NBA? And I said, oh, yeah, of course, man. You just got to, work to be a little quicker with your shoulders and trying to defend that kid that runs a 4.3 with two legs. No, you can't. You can't. You need to be an accountant or a lawyer. You got one leg, kid. It's like, I love the way honesty's just gone out the window with some of these people. You can be healthy at any size. Come on.
Totally. Yeah, we like to do public service announcements every now and then on here. Airlines are warning that there are a ton of scams right now heading into the holidays, so keep an eye out. Apparently on social media, people are getting messages from really convincing fake social media accounts representing like JetBlue, American Airlines, and other major airlines with these great offers. So just keep an eye out. If you get anything like that, maybe check on it first. Go to the official website, Google it, and proceed from there. Proceed with caution. So,
Hey,
real
quick. Okay, go
Go
on.
ahead. Go ahead, Tim.
I wanted to change the subject to something crazy.
Go ahead, because I was gonna do the same thing. I just saw my girl walk in. Nothing's ticking, so we're okay.
Okay. So in LA, have you guys seen this giant situation going on with the 10? Like something happened. There was a giant explosion.
That fire?
Yeah, it's still shut down. It's
Really?
still shut down, Johnny. Like that's more than just there was a crash. Something really crazy happened.
it was kind of near downtown, right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of nuts.
oh, I'm looking at it right here. Oh, it's weird.
It's a big fire.
Well, it's like under the freeway burn. It must have been a bunch of buildings under the freeway, and it looks like they burn, and it's just they must be worried that it affected the structural integrity of the freeway because it looks fine. This overhead picture here. Let me. Oh, that's so. Have you seen pictures of it, Sam? It's pretty. It's pretty.
I've been
interesting.
looking at it. It's kind of nuts.
Yeah. Let me see. This is LA. Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up here. I'm just gonna keep vamping while I pull it up. Where's share screen? There it is. There it is. There it is. All
They're
right.
gonna fight the fire, and half the water in LA is gonna disappear. You won't have anything to drink.
Dude, look at that, bro.
Man,
Look
it's just-
at that.
Whatever that was is eviscerated there.
Yeah, it looks like a bunch of
And
homeless.
Johnny on the other side of the street, too.
Where down up here? It looks okay up here.
No. The bottom right hand.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can see the fire spread to these vehicles over here. I
Dude.
feel like I know where that area. That's that area where they have a bunch of cars parked. It's just like cars everywhere.
You know where that is, Johnny? That's in the fashion district downtown, where you can go buy like cheap suits and shit
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
Man.
yeah. I know exactly where because you
Yeah,
kind
but
of
you're
loop
totally
around.
right. They have to be worried about the structure. That's
Yeah,
why.
in Atlanta that happened, and the whole thing fell in. The whole freeway, the bridge fell in. It took.
Yeah, because
I
that heat like
guarantee you-
expands the rebar and the concrete and everything, and then if it contracts again, it like
Took 'em,
snaps.
like,
I guarantee you this has to do with some meth, crackhead shit that
Dude,
got out of
100%,
control.
yeah.
So, which
Well-
brings us to our next story.
No, speaking of
What do you think, Howie, about Gavin Newsom in San Francisco somehow curing the homeless population in 2 days when Xi Jinping's coming? I mean, this is what everyone has said about these neoliberals, that they're just full of shit and purposely doing this to break everybody's spirits. And suddenly this great leader, who I don't even know why anyone's cool with a governor meeting with a foreign leader that we seem to be having some problems with. And I don't necessarily always buy
what
into
now?
all.
Okay. I mean, that was Trump's MO, was meeting with foreign leaders we were having problems with. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, but he was president. Like
Yeah,
Gavin
yeah.
Newsom is a scumbag, and Gavin Newsom made a $1 billion deal with China to get masks, and we never saw any of those masks. He is a scumbag.
Yeah, dude, I forgot about that. Wow, you're right.
He's
We
a
never saw-
dirtbag. There's no difference. The guy's a dirtbag.
The guy's a dirtbag. He thinks
Yes.
that nobody thinks he's a dirtbag.
Oh, he's
was-
running for president, of course.
Yeah,
I mean,
this is exactly what he's trying to do right now. He's trying to run for president, and he's trying to present San Francisco as look how great this city is, and he just got rid of everybody.
well, did you see his
By the
quote
way-
today? Did you see his quote today about it?
Oh, yeah,
I'll pull
did
it
you
up.
see
Wait.
the video? He
Yeah,
did
I'm
a
gonna pull it
video.
I'm
Oh,
gonna pull it up.
it's so
Go ahead and
crazy.
talk, though. I'm just gonna pull it up. Hold on.
So while you're pulling this up, I got a story, man. So this
Bum 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 bum
past
bum
week,
bum
I'm in Jacksonville, Florida.
bum 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 bum.
Went to Jekyll Island, home of the Fed, and ended up in Jacksonville. So, we're filming this commercial with Trevor Lawrence on Tuesday. And, great guy, he's throwing the football around, having a good time. and this guy that was working on the commercial shows up to the set, and he's sicker than a dog. He's sick, man.
Oh,
This
no.
is Tuesday. So this guy's got the flu or something. And he's throwing the ball with Trevor, hugging him,
no.
taking his hand. And did you see the game that Trevor had on Sunday?
Oh, no. You think he did that to him?
Dude, we all talked about it. We talked about it out when we were flying out. And I was like, this guy's gonna have the worst game he's ever had. And he did. He was 17 for 30.
It's so cute, Howie, that you believe in germs. That's so funny.
No. What I'm upset about is
two
that this
interceptions.
guy
He had
didn't
5
tell me
sacks.
this because I have San Francisco's defense in fantasy football.
But you don't believe in germs, Sam.
I
so
don't
why
believe
would-
it. I don't believe. I don't.
All right, if you don't believe in germs,
I think
can't
there's
even-
germs. I
because
don't
this
believe
guy-
in viruses.
This dude was sicker than a dog, and he was walking around coughing on everybody. My girlfriend's in bed. My girlfriend's sick. She's in bed. We knew Trevor Lawrence was going to get sick because this kid's throwing the ball back with his fucking germs all over the ball.
What an idiot. That's so stupid.
And I'm telling you, right? Look at the game Trevor had Sunday. He's been killing it in the NFL every single week, and he throws for 2 interceptions. He was sacked 5 times. He was terrible. He was
That's
terrible.
so funny, dude. Here's this video.
Everybody's got AIDS.
I know
Yeah.
Folks say, "Oh, they're just cleaning up this place because all those fancy leaders are coming into town." That's true, because it's true. But it's also true. For months and months and months prior to APEC, we've been having different conversations.
What does that even mean?
How is this guy governor? Who
He's saying
voted him in?
he's saying that they've been planning on doing this for like a long time, and that it's not like overnight they decided to. Oh, let's clean up the streets because these people are coming to town. That's what he's trying
Have
to
you
say.
seen the mayor of New York City got tossed up against the wall in New York, and they took his phone and everything? The FBI is investigating all kinds.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
No, I didn't see.
Oh
that.
yeah. Eric. What's his face?
Yeah. What's his name? Eric what? Eric Adams.
Oh, Adams.
Eric
Yeah.
Adams. Yeah, they took his phone, took all, and they're investigating the shit on him. They think.
I thought you meant
Fine,
like
man.
street people. Yeah, I saw the FBI raided his place or something. Like they took a bunch of his data. I didn't see it. There's video of him getting like arrested or.
No,
Probably.
I think Howie was being dramatic there. They didn't throw
I
him
gotcha.
against the
Okay.
wall.
But they did grab him on the street. They
It's
grabbed
like
him
they
on-
took all of his devices. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, because he was doing some shit with Turkey, and Turkey isn't exactly our friends right
But
now.
it's like fundraising stuff, right?
Yeah, like.
but the
Eric-
question it becomes again, why would you be asking about Gavin Newsom? Like, what are you doing with these guys, and for what are you getting in exchange?
I'd love to do that because he's a crooked bastard.
Oh, dude, I mean, has anyone been a bigger letdown than that mayor? Like, what a piece of shit.
No, I wouldn't say that, Sam, because he was left. He was left the worst pile of dog shit. That by the time he walked in, this city was on fire.
Oh, by the way, guys,
Bill de
they've been-
Blasio took 8 years and just ran it right into the ground. So,
And I can tell you that meeting is called APEC. It's the Asia Pacific Economic Corporation is what they're cleaning up for. The chairperson of the cooperation, I guess, is Joe Biden. And it's just it involves all the governments in the Pacific Rim, basically. Every government that borders the Pacific is a member, it looks like. And it's about economic cooperation. So that's what. So it's not. I guess it's not just. It's not just Newsom that's meeting. It's all these leaders from around the world.
Oh shit.
oh well.
Oh
Well,
shit.
That's that sucks. You guys have him as he's probably the worst governor in the country. I'd say.
Oh, he's the biggest scumbag as governor. I mean, I definitely would say for that. The guy's but he's weirdly kind of transparent though. You know what I mean? It's easy to see what he's up to. If you know what I mean? Like it's obvious that he's a scumbag. And I think if the Democrats run him, they're doomed because of that. I mean, I can't imagine him playing in the South, and you got to win the South to if you want to be president. And he just has no chance. So anyway,
I agree.
what are you looking at this week, Howie, for these guys?
I'm looking at two stocks, man, to jump in. And a third. I'm looking at John
Nice.
Deere time. I'm looking to get back in and get some John Deere if we can have a little sell off. And also, I'm looking at Home Depot, man. I like Home Depot. At some point, you got to get in here, but I can't do anything until we get the CPI number out tomorrow. I'm not going in ahead of it. I'm just going to sit back and watch. Hopefully, we get a nice sell off. That's what I'm hoping for. Because we have puts on the QQQ. We have SQQQ. We got a lot of things hoping the market goes down. But I'm looking at John Deere, Home Depot, maybe a little Caterpillar later this week.
Oh, little Caterpillar. Did I ever tell you the story about the guy who owns Caterpillar?
What?
That he's so rich.
It's a public company, so how the hell does he own it?
Well, his family owned it or something like that at some point. He probably owns a giant chunk of it still. But he's so rich that there's this restaurant he likes to go to, and he hates the name of it. So whenever he goes to the restaurant, he calls in head and tells him he's coming. They changed the name of the restaurant. So he walks in, he drops like 50 grand every night. He goes there. So he goes inside. He sits down. He smokes inside. The bus boy sees that he's smoking and tells him, "Hey, you can't smoke inside." Guy's like, "I'll smoke if I want to." He goes, "No, you cannot smoke inside." So he got up and left. Do you think that bus boy got fired right there?
Yeah, he probably got a beat down in the back too.
He probably got a hand job because they were like, "Thank God this guy stopped. We don't have to change the fucking name of the restaurant every time
For
this guy wants to
50
come
grand
have a
night,
sandwich."
dude, every restaurant would do that, Johnny.
Yeah,
For somebody who comes in and
Yeah.
drops that much money in your restaurant one night.
that's ridiculous. That's so stupid. Changing the name. What's it? Where'd you hear that? I'd love to hear that guy's name.
I have to hit my buddy up. I'll ask him what the name of the restaurant is.
That was in LA, Sam?
Yes.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, they probably did fire the guy. Yeah, you're right.
Well, if Ukraine and Russia and Gaza and Israel, if these places just get flattened, what companies are going to benefit? John Deere and Caterpillar, baby.
Yeah.
You're going to see those big guys over there just building fresh.
John Deere, Caterpillar, and Toyota, because there's just gonna be a bunch of
Toyota's
Toyotas driving around.
Are of terrorists. It definitely is, man.
They love those Toyotas, bro.
But guys, if you're listening, go to YouTube. I just dropped a special called "Teach the Children."
Yes.
Teach the children well.
It's bringing me out. It's beautiful. But
Hey,
it's-
let me
No, they
send us the
love
link,
you.
bro.
Johnny's got it.
I got it. Yeah, I got it.
All right. Well, send me a link so I can
I'll
tweet
send you-
it.
I'll send
And
you
then
the
give me the whatever
Link will be
I'm
in the
gonna-
description.
I'm gonna
whatever
send it to you right now. It's all in it.
and do you have like a thumbnail or something so I can put it out?
Yeah, I got everything, man.
All
I
right.
got it.
All right, cool guy doing cool guy shit.
I'll send it to you right now because I'm more crazy like that.
Oh, you are crazy like that. Crazy
Pretty
like that.
Bernstein's podcast here in a little bit
Oh, you're gonna do Bernstein's?
at 6:55. Talk about bonds.
Right on.
Oh snaps. Oh snaps. Oh
Yeah.
snaps.
What?
Oh, all right.
Go to YouTube, watch the special, teach the children, and sign up for the Patreon because we are going to bust it open this week.
Take us home, Sammy.
Guys, go to samtripoli.com. Check out all my dates. I got some new dates going up. I got a special show on the 24th here in Los Angeles at room 237, I believe it's called, the Rabbit Hole Bar. And then I'm going to be doing a special show in El Monte on December 16th. Go check it out. And please, if you get a chance, take some of the money you make off Cash Daddies and go check out Chaos Twins. That's
Yeah.
Chaos Twins. We're almost at $10,000 in fundraising. Our goal is to get as high. If we get enough money, we're going to do a whole bunch of animation. So check that out. samtripoli.com, chaostwins.com. So, and guess what? Guess what we're going? The very exclusive, the very elusive, the financial bathhouse of the internet. Let's go to the Cash Daddies Patreon, patreon.com/Cash Cash Daddies.